I thought I'd offer up my recipe of my famous chicken. All right, first of all, I already started it, but we preheat the oven at 425 if you can, 400 at least. Or this is a Julia Childs recipe, I forgot to say, but I've modified it to my own version. But her recipe says 1/3 carrot, 1/3 celery, 1/3 onion. I like shallots. They're small. You don't have to use a whole onion and waste it. Whatever you want to do. If you're going to use it later, you can roast the onion, so that's another option. But this is how I do it. So I just do carrots and celery. You can do carrots, onions, and celery. Go with the Trinity, you choose. I usually use avocado oil. This brand Chosen Foods. It doesn't matter what you use, but if you have bacon fat, which I do, lard basically, I think isn't this lard? Bacon fat, it's pork fat. That is really amazing or you can use butter, which is what Julia recommends. I don't eat dairy, but butter is rocking. I put a little bit of bacon fat in here, just enough to kind of cover the pan. So maybe like that much butter, or just a drizzle of avocado oil. Okay, you can always use olive oil, I guess. You can use anything. So then we're just gonna saute the veggies for about 6 minutes. Okay. And do it on a medium heat, not high, medium, until they just soften a little bit. Okay. And what I usually do is I saute them, move them around, coat them with the oil, and then I kind of put a lid on it. I don't like to, one thing about me, I hate messes while I'm cooking. We rinse the chicken, this sounds weird, and this is the Julia Childs piece, with hot water. I don't know why, but I just do what she says. And then it usually takes 3 sheets of paper towels, and I wrap it up and pat it dry, okay? So I just wrap this up and I pat it dry. I set the chicken in the pan so that the longer side is on the bottom. You'll see why in a minute, okay? Now, again, this is where you can use butter, oil, or bacon fat. Drizzle a little bit of the fat on, okay? And then use your hands. One hand to touch. Don't contaminate your stuff with chicken, raw chicken, no salmonella happening here. Okay, then salt. A lot of salt. I use my hands for my salt. I use my hands to tell me everything. So salt, salt, salt. Pepper. Drizzle pepper. Okay. Wrap it in. Then we flip it again. So again, now that longer side will be on the bottom. Again, salt. A little bit more. And then pepper. So I cook these vegetables for about 6 minutes. This is the carrots and celery. Obviously, do your onions as well. Do them until it's translucent. And then put it in a little bowl. So now, I'm gonna lift that baby up. Whoa, and hopefully you don't end up with the chicken falling on the floor. Could happen. And we do our best to get the carrot and celery in, okay? As you can see, they're falling out a little bit too. That's okay. Just keep lifting and then pushing. And then I took our lemon, and only 5 thin slices. So this is half of the lemon, 5 thin slices. And you shove it in there. Now I'm putting the chicken in the oven, 425. Okay. It's on the middle rack. Okay, that's it. And I'm gonna set the timer now. I set it for 30 minutes to check it. It's not even gonna be close to done. This usually takes about between 50 minutes and an hour, depending on the size of the chicken. But we're gonna start it out at 425, and then in 30 minutes we'll look at it, drop it down, the temperature if it's looking crispy. Be back then. It's been 30 minutes and we're gonna check see where it's at. If your smoke alarm goes off a lot, I highly recommend turning on your fan because my smoke alarm goes off all the time. The other thing I recommend, if you don't have one, is a meat thermometer. Game changer. Just saying. Okay, let's take a peek. Now you can see it's getting nice and golden. Oh, and I threw a sweet potato in the pan because I want one for dinner. You can do that. So, it's looking good. I think I'm going to take it down to 400 and I'm going to check it again in 20 minutes. Okay, so it's been 50 minutes now and we're going to check our chicken. Got the meat thermometer and this is where we're going to use the other half of the lemon. So first, we open up this bad boy and we check it out. Okay, put the meat thermometer in. And we're pretty much almost there. It's at 170 right now. So what I'm gonna do, and that's where I usually wanna finish it. This is smaller than usual. Go ahead and take half the lemon and squeeze it over the chicken. Okay? And we're only gonna put this back in here for 5 minutes and then it'll be done. The reason why you put the lemon on the chicken is that the acid, I believe is what I read with Julia Child's recipe. It makes the skin get really crispy at the end. The other thing you can do is if you want it extra crispier, about 10 minutes before you do the lemon, you could take a little bit of butter and slather that on the top, and that really is amazing as well. And then it kind of gives you a good sauce to put over your chicken when you're finished. And here we have it. Boom. Now we're gonna let it cool for about 10 or 15 minutes before we cut into it. Here's the chicken. I like to put the vegetables with it and then take a little bit of the sauce and drizzle it over. I did it with steamed kale tonight. This is amazing with roasted vegetables, chard, broccoli, a salad, doesn't matter. The nice thing about using chicken too is you have chicken for the next day for a stir fry, something on your salad, sandwiches, and then I always keep the carcasses and use them to make soup. So enjoy, and if you have any questions, let me know.